Hey there, guys. It's Mia here. I am so excited. I am so excited about this topic today. Now, today I'm going to teach very simply how to work for yourself in a high ticket consulting and coaching business, both on and offline. Now, this is going to be for you if you wanted to take your background, your skills, your life skills, your hard skills, your expertise, your experience, your education, and you've been trying to figure out how to package your knowledge into a product. This is going to be for you. I'm Mia Redrick. I am the mom strategist, business and life coach. I got started in my company a long time ago, over 17 years ago, and I simply made the decision to go to work as myself. I wanted to figure out how to take my background as a corporate trainer and my systems in motherhood, and I wanted to know how to package those into high ticket consulting, and I had no idea literally how to do that. I went to a small business resource center, and literally the director of that center laughed at me and said that no one's ever going to pay you to do what you want to do, be a mom coach, right? You should go back to corporate America. You can make a great income there. And I remember feeling something funny inside of my stomach, feeling a sense of doubt and discouragement. But I knew that his truth was not mine. And I kept looking for someone to help me. I know some of you guys can relate to this. And I bumped into a coach. I went to a live event and I saw for the very first time someone doing what I wanted to do, right? What I wanted to do. You understand that, Carol? What I wanted to do. And it was coaching and consulting. Now, today, you're in luck. And I promise you, I'm going to give you everything I've got over the next couple of minutes. And I'm going to teach how to build a profitable business with your knowledge, how to do it as a coach or as a consultant, as an online educator. And this is for those of you who've been trying to figure out how to shift your models. Maybe you're already in business and what you're selling is low ticket. Low ticket to me is something you sell under $2,500, okay? Or maybe you are in business and you don't know how to attract high investment buyers, right? So I'm going to talk a little bit about that also. Or maybe you're brand new. You've got a great title, a great corner office, a great salary, right, with a lot of perks, but you're burnt out, you're tired, and you want to figure out how you can take some of what you're doing over there in your profession and do some of that for yourself, right? So as a transition plan for you, or just as another option. Maybe you love what you do, but you just want to do something for yourself so that that you build something that you can count on for retirement, or just for supplemental income, or for financial freedom. All of those things, I'm going to cover those today. And I can tell you that you're in luck. I spent the day, just to tell you, I spent about 4 or 5 hours today with my family, and we went out and just went walking at the harbor. It was beautiful. It was a pretty day, and it was great just to get out. And then I spent the rest of the day working on my book. I'm working on a new book, and I'm so excited. Okay, and I was sitting right here all day. And I'm so excited to share this thought leadership with you, and it'll come out later this fall. And I'm on fire. I can tell you that you've never heard anything like what you're going to read in this book. And I know it's going to be life-changing for so many of you. And it's the thing that prompted me today to say, I want to talk today specifically for those of you who have thought that in order for you to change your model or to start your business, that it's got to be hard, or it's got to take a long time, it's got to be arduous, it's got to be about struggle. I want to debunk some of those myths through what I'm going to share with you today. And my only goal is to inspire you. I can tell you this as a direct result of me growing my business. I've been able to not only change my own life, I work 2 days a week, about 2 to 3 hours each day, servicing my client base for the most part. And I'll do a lot of one-on-one consulting. I support giants, women who are smart and sharp and highly capable of doing all kinds of amazing things in corporate and around the world to change the world. And I show them how to take their knowledge and how to leverage it as a high ticket offer. And I remember wanting to do that. That's what I do today. And I love what I get to do. Built a time-rich business. And it's opened me up, it's freed me up to be available to my family. And as a direct result of that, when my husband developed kidney disease, about 11 years ago, I was able to be there for him in a way that really mattered. My time, because I control my time. So I would share that with you because I know a lot of times we hear people talk a great deal about money for the sake of money. But the reality is that when you have resources, you can show up for your family in different kind of ways. And in our case, I was able to hire a private physician for Pat so that he could get elevated care beyond just basic standard medicine. And I believe that's why he did well when he got a kidney transplant. So just know that, as a direct result of growing an amazing business, we've been able to, my husband and I, give my kids a world-class education. We've invested literally over $1 million in just elementary, middle, and high school. And I tell you this not to be braggadocious or anything like that, because I want you to understand that many of the women that follow me have families. And you have people that matter to you. And when you build a business properly, you can show up in their lives in many ways. You'll never hear me talk about a purse or car. You'll never hear me talk about a trip. Lifestyle is incredibly important, and I have that. But one of the things that I treasure the most is being able to be available to my family where money is no longer concerned. I could show up for them in ways unimaginable. Okay. All right. So if you're ready, you know what I want you to do. I want you to write, I'm ready. If you're ready to hear this today, and it's just very simply how to build a high ticket consulting business for yourself, working for yourself. So if you're ready, I want you to write ready. And if you're watching the replay here, I also want you to write, I'm ready. Okay. I always say this because you've got to be ready to receive a powerful message. Sometimes we just hear things, but I want you to know it's important to be in a position to receive, and write that here. And remember, if you hear anything that really inspires you today, I want you to either like it, okay, share it, or leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to the page. All right. Hey, Virginia is ready. Okay, awesome, Virginia. I'm so glad that you are here, and I like the sunshades. Anyone else ready to receive this message? Because you do need to be ready to receive the message. All right. So, okay, let me jump in. And here's number one. I've got just, let me see, 10 simple points, and they're very powerful. Number one, the first thing you've got to understand if you want to work for yourself, and Adelaide, I know you're always ready. If you want to work for yourself and you want to grow high ticket consulting and coaching, number one, okay, you got to understand this, that when you do this, you get to stand tall with your gifts, okay, instead of shrinking. So let me explain. So the challenge for so many in their businesses, and why they grow and build dysfunctional businesses. What do I mean a dysfunctional business? It means that when you build a business around something you do not want to do, or you build a business selling things that don't inspire you, or wasn't the real reason that you got in the business. I see so many people who start businesses and they build the business, their life around their business instead of the other way around. Meaning they may have built a business and they're never home. Okay, they built a business, they're working harder in their business than they did at work. So they're still not seeing their family, and they're not necessarily even making more money, right? Because they are working twice as hard and they've got the wrong model. So one of the things that I think is really important to understand is when you build high ticket consulting and coaching, the way that I teach, you get to stand tall with your gifts. It means that you get to do what you really love to do. You get to put it in a structure, a package that fully values the results and transformation that you bring to the table. And I will tell you, it's a secret sauce. It is really the thing that is missing for so many people, that they've got products that they've put together, or maybe they've seen someone pitching something and they're selling their knowledge for some low ticket whatever, or the blogging or the podcasting, or they're putting together some online course. Maybe it's like, $97. And the intention is for them to build a business that maybe creates passive income or financial freedom, but they find themselves always having to chase clients and fill their funnels because they've got the wrong packages. See, that's the difference between building a business properly and not. So when you build a business with high ticket consulting, you really are putting together the best of what you know. You're putting together offers that you know that if someone says yes to that, it is your sweet spot, it is your zone of genius, it is your brilliance that can really be life changing for them. The other thing you have to keep in mind is that when you don't do that, then you are essentially undervaluing your expertise, your talent, and your gifts. And so and it breaks my heart, but when I see people who put together their programs and they sell their knowledge, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years of experience, and they'll sell a course for like, I don't know, 397 because you got to have that 97 in there. And they've seen it. They don't know why. They just put it in there and they sell what they have for 397. And it undervalues what you're bringing to the table, because what happens is you really can create results for someone, but not with what you created, not with the package that you developed, not with the course that you've started with. And so what happens is those clients who sign up for that 397 package from you get the wrong impression about you and your gifts and the results that you can create. I'm teaching you. All right. And I wanted to pull back the layers because I think that so many people think they're doing the right thing by getting started, having a host of products. When I tell you a host of products, I see people sometimes who've had like 10, 15 products. They're just trying to cast a wide net with the hope that the customer will say, I want that one. But it doesn't really work that way. Really, building out an amazing product for someone is based on what is the highest level result you can create for someone the quickest, all right? And knowing how to put those packages together and what the options are to build out high ticket consulting. Is this making sense? Are you getting value? Number two, the second thing I want you to keep in mind, if you want to take your knowledge and package it into high ticket coaching and consulting, the second thing you must do is you got to understand that you get to create results with your knowledge, not with superficial learning. And so the part two of this is, if you offer something to someone and it is superficial, meaning the result is superficial, or it's just the surface of what it is that you know, and it doesn't create a true result for them, are they going to buy the next thing that's higher ticket? See, sometimes the logic has been that get someone to come through your funnel, $29, $97, $150, or whatever it is. And eventually these people, these loyal people, are eventually going to buy your high ticket consulting. And actually, that's not true. You've got a completely different customer who is a high ticket investor. And I'll go deep on that in this talk today, because when you're selling to a low ticket investor, I just want you to break this down for a minute. That person is looking for a quick fix. That person is not highly vested, not only with their resources, but likely the resource of time and implementation either. So even though you've lowered the price thinking you're going to attract more people, what you actually do is attract the person that wants to feel like they're doing something, but not the person that actually will do what's necessary to yield the results. And that's a disservice to you, right? To you, to the reputation of the kind of results that you can create. It also is the wrong market for you. Like, imagine if instead of taking that route where you're selling what you have at the lowest level or undervaluing your gifts, what if you just from the beginning got directly in front of people who need exactly what you know how to do? People who have problems, who are willing to invest, right, to solve those problems that you know how to do step by step. And I'll tell you that that's probably one of the biggest things that I'm able to support my clients in understanding is, what is it that they bring to the table that creates that yield and that result for their ideal clients, that is the thing that will make someone say yes the first time. So they don't have to chase people. They don't have to lower their prices. They're only looking to work with investors, not people who are, low ticket investors, because they don't intend to do the work. Think about it this way. When people invest, let's say if you invested $5,000 in something and you invested $50 in something, and I know we all have done both. So the reality is, the things that you've invested $50 in, if you didn't do that exercise video, it didn't matter to you. But if you invested $5,000, you likely showed up differently. All right. That's what we're talking about. And so to me, the first step is really thinking about, What is it that you know how to do that can really add tremendous value to your audience? And how can you get directly in front of them with what you know how to do at the highest level instead of the lowest level? Does that make sense? All right. Number 3, see, your clients will come to you because of your packages. Because if your packages solve problems, you don't have a marketing problem, which is what a lot of entrepreneurs have. They know that they can create results for others. They don't properly communicate that they can do this because they create products that are information based, something you can Google, something that's cheap, something that was never developed to create a true result for their ideal audience. And because of that, okay, your market doesn't know that you are a problem solver with your gifts. Does this make sense? Okay. So one of the first things I get my clients to do is to really look at the kind of problems that they know how to solve. And I show them step by step how to structure their knowledge into a system, their own system, that allows that message to be clearly communicated to their ideal client. Like, I solve these problems. I'll give you an example. People who work with me come to me because I do 4 things. I do a lot of things, but I do 4 things exceptionally well, really well. Package. I teach my clients how to package their knowledge into high ticket products, both on and offline. Okay. And a high ticket product is something they sell for $2,500 or more. I teach them how to price to fully value their transformation. And I show them step by step how to value what they're putting together so that they understand why you have to charge $10,000 for this, why you must charge $25,000 for this, why you must charge $50,000 or more for this. Does that make sense? I teach my clients how to position themselves in the marketplace as the obvious choice. What I mean is that if you are a person that creates results, there's really competition is irrelevant. The reality is that people want to work with people who create results. And I show my clients how to set their businesses up in a way that allows them to market properly by positioning themselves the right way. And the 4th thing, how to find buyers. Not find buyers chasing people all around, being on 100 different blogs and podcasts and, just all social media, being desperate, being hungry. But instead, when you market properly, your ideal clients come to you. They come to you. And every single one of my clients, last year before that, always, they come directly to me. And I say this to you because that could be your truth also. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So number 3 is your clients come to you because of the packages that you create based on the problems that you know how to solve. And I will tell you, if you've been missing this part, this is the reason why you're not working with your ideal customer, because maybe you've been focused on creating a product instead of on how you can create a result for your audience. Number 4, when the niche you build, oh, this is so good. When the niche you build are the results that you create, right? You become known for that. So I want to talk about that for a minute, right? Because you know how a lot of times you'll see the gurus, maybe, okay, the self-proclaimed gurus, right? And one minute they say, look, I can help you do this one thing. And then, 2 months later, it's like, and I can help you do this other thing. And then wait 3 more months and then, no, I can help you do this other thing. All right. And they're like always switching things up. One of the things that I've learned about niches is that, I've been doing the exact same thing for the last 17 years. And the reason I've been doing it for 17 years is because it works. And there's really no reason to change that which works. Does that make sense? Okay. So one of the things is really important for you to understand. If you want to take your expertise, your education, and your experience, and you want to sell as a high ticket coach or consultant, the only niche that you need to focus on are the results that you know how to create based on what it is that you know how to do. Okay. So the niche the niche I'm in it's called the results of packaging your knowledge as a high ticket offering. Okay. That's my niche. People come to me, they were charging $100 an hour through $300 an hour. And I show them how to take their knowledge, their gifts, their background, their experience, and package it into a high ticket offering. That's the niche I'm in. Okay. And that's the niche I've been in, okay, for the last 17 years. I want you to hear me on this, that I'm not focused only on okay, or exclusively on, is it a male? Is it a female? What are their ages and all of that. Also, I am focused on working with people who invest in results. That's the niche I'm in. The results, they want quick results because they're implementers, because they're giants, they're action takers, right? They're the kind of people that they're like, look, I'm ready to start my business. I don't want to have to figure this out myself. I want a roadmap, a step-by-step system of what this could look like. How can I take my knowledge and turn it into something that's high-ticket coaching consulting? Can you show me how to do that? That's my niche. Okay, that's what I do. All right. And so it wouldn't matter to me how I would market that as long as I communicate very clearly what I do and I can back up the results that I can provide to create that transformation for my audience. That's why your clients will come to you, not because of anything, not because of a pretty website, not because of a logo, not because you've got a great blog. That's nice, but that's not what really brings the money in. What brings the money in, if you will, is that when people understand very clearly what it is that you do that's distinguishable about you, that they can trust. If they make an investment in working with you, they can trust that this is what you do. And I think that's a mismatch for so many people. Number 5, are you getting this? Are you getting this? If you're getting this, I want you to write, I'm getting this. And if you're watching the replay, yes, I want you to do the same. And don't be shy. Click to follow me here. Make sure you do that. Make sure you leave a comment and you like the page or share this particular broadcast with someone that you know this would benefit. Number 5. Okay. Oh, you get to work with the serious, and let others work with the curious. Okay. Like you get to work with the serious and you let others work with the curious. And I want to talk about that for a minute, right? Because the reality is there are lots of people in any market that say, I'm interested. I'd like to do this, right? And those are people who are interested, right? Okay, they're interested, they're curious, but you really want to build your marketing funnel such that you're only working with the serious. And see, when you focus only on the results and the transformation that you provide, and that's all you're selling, right? That's your niche. You're in the niche of creating results for others, right? The reality is that the people that come forward become the people to say, I want that result that you create. And I want to have that body by, in 6 weeks. I want to have my product built by this period of time. I want to have my book done by whatever it is, right? Like in the next 2 months. See, because they want the result that you create. When you're dealing with people who they're interested, they're curious, this is what it looks like. They're non-committal, okay? They're non-committal. They don't say yes. They don't say no. They got to talk to their husband, their dog, their girlfriend, whoever, right? And the reason they do it is because they're just not in a position to do the work. See, if you are ready to do it, there's no one that you need to talk to. Trust me on that. All right. When I'm ready to make a move that's going to change my life and I'm ready to do the work, Kenyatta, that's it. Like literally, that's it. I'm going, Katie, by the door, right? I'm going to go do what I've got to do. So this notion where people, particularly women, can't say yes to themselves is because they're codependent on their spouse for income, or they're codependent on their job, right, for income. And they can't say yes because they're afraid, right? Like they're afraid to step into the next level for themselves. But hear me on this, that you want to build a high ticket coaching and consulting business with what you know. So you only want to focus on working with the serious and let other folks work with the curious and the interested, because they'll waste your time. Here's the deal. Anyone that will waste their own time will waste your time. All right. That's a tip. And I'm not going to charge you for that one. Number six. Okay. And let me just pull up a couple of comments. So Janelle, she says, the niche for me is spiritual business coach. Awesome. Love it. And Kenyatta says, that's good work with the serious instead of the curious. That's right. And Chevelle says, this is supporting me. Awesome. And Kenyatta says, I'm getting this. Regina says, yes. Okay. Awesome. So I'm glad you guys are following along today. What I'm talking about is How to profitably work for yourself by building a high ticket coaching, consulting, online education business. And I've covered already 5 of the 10 topics. Number 6, okay, when you do this, right, you earn in accordance with the resolution you provide, right? So your price equals the value of the results you create for others. So this is simple. And it's so simple, it's easy to miss this, okay? But you earn in accordance with the resolution you provide, meaning people don't pay me based on any price. It doesn't, price is irrelevant. They pay me based on the result. Imagine if you were selling what you're doing, you're coaching for $300 a client, 1 hour at a time or something like that. And I was able to show you how to take what you're doing and package it into a package. Maybe you sell now what you're doing for $15,000 a client. Okay. Or, think about the value of that. Like you would charge $300 a client. Now I show you how to take that same client and create packages that are more valuable for them that are 15,000. Okay. So that's pretty great value. Or maybe you are trading time for dollars. You're working with clients, spending 1 hour at a time with each client. And I show you how to build a business one-to-many via group coaching. And I show you everything I've done to be able to do it. So your learning curve is bigger, faster, quicker. You see what your options are. And now you're able to service, 10 clients at $15,000 at one time. Now that's $150,000. If you learned how to do that and you did it, you did your marketing over the next, I don't know, month, 3 months, that's very valuable because you might have been talking to the same people each, meaning 10 people, $300. You would have earned $3,000 a month. The same 3 months, you'd have made $9,000. And I showed you how to make $150,000 over the course of the year doing the exact same work. Does this make sense? I know you guys are getting this. If you work with those same 10 clients with that same model, 10 clients at roughly $300 a month, that would be $3,000 a month. $3,000 times 12, that would be $36,000 a year. I would show you how to make 150, packaging it just differently. So you got to understand, the value of what you bring to the table and how to put it together the right way so that you understand that your price equals the value of the result. So when someone is saying to me, look, I want to work with you, they're not it's not a price you're paying me. I mean, what I'm going to teach you, my clients do over and over again for the rest of their lives. They have forever. They get to keep it, right? Once they make that investment. And the same is true with you. Really important to understand that clients are paying you for the result. Okay. They're paying you for the resolution. All right. And we want to make sure that you, if you're a high ticket coach or consultant, that you're structuring your business that way. Number 7, you realize that, oh, this is so good, guys. You realize, okay, that the struggle, the hustle, the grind, or for those who don't understand leverage. And it is such a toxic conversation. And it's not something that I don't live my life this way. I don't build my business this way. I built my business on ease and grace. It is the only way that I run my company. I've built my business not with hustle, not with struggle, not with grind. And there are moments in your life when you're building a business where there are moments where you have to hustle. You got to do things a little bit more, a little harder, right? But this notion of struggle being a lifestyle is so toxic for so many because it just goes on forever. And I'll tell you what it looks like. It's a scarcity mindset, number 1. But what it looks like is that it means that people think that I have to, compete with somebody or I have to dominate someone in order to realize their goals. Because imagine if you think the struggle is real, the struggle is real for you. So you're going to create struggle for yourself. Okay, you understand that? The struggle isn't real. Okay, the reality is that there is a layer of money around you that you likely do not see. I will tell you, it is true. And the moment that you shift the way you think and you focus your business in high ticket consulting on only working with people who really want the results and transformation that you create, you attract people who that's what they want from you. And so there's no hustle in that. There's no struggle to that. these clients will come to you. I will tell you, it's what I teach my clients to do. When you understand how to position yourself properly, okay, you show up differently. You just really do, okay? And I will tell you for sure, if you're a person that hustle, grind, struggle is something that you desire at a high level, I'm not for you, because I don't even teach anything that I teach. There's nothing I teach that is congruent with that. I don't even have communities, the communities that I have with my clients. It's just not a culture that we have at all. And I can tell you that when you understand how to build a business based on leverage, leveraging your intellect, your knowledge, your background, your gifts, leveraging your time, leveraging your experience, leveraging your network at the highest level, you realize that that is really what wealthy people do. They're not out here saying, how could I get up today and struggle? When I think about what I'm teaching my kids, and I know a couple of times a year, I'll bring on one or two of my kids. I only have three, but I'll bring a couple of them on and we'll talk. And it's very clear they just have an abundant mindset. I've never taught my daughter, I just talked to her today, a little bit ago. I've never taught her, Alex, now when you graduate from college, okay, what you're looking for is a struggle. It's going to be a struggle for you to live your best life. Like, no, it is not a struggle. When you understand how to package your knowledge at the highest level, and you understand how to market in such a way that your ideal clients come to you, when you understand that only thing that people buy from you are your results, when you understand how to stand tall in your value like the giant that you are, when you understand that you are enough, you don't talk like that and you don't think like that. And the only people that do, well, okay, I'll leave that. Okay. All right, I'll move on. All right. Number 8. I hope this supports you. Number 8, your ideal clients will purchase quickly, not reluctantly, because they know what they want. See, sometimes people aren't profitable in business, not because, or as profitable, not because you don't have a great product. It's just because you're working with the wrong people, right? When you work with the right client, they say yes quickly. So I'm not a big person I'm never interested in convincing anyone. My clients say yes in 24 hours. Okay, if you want to work with me, you say yes in 24 hours. That's it. Say yes, you figure it out. You say yes, you figure it out. And that is the exact way they're going to show up in their business. Imagine that you want to run a company, you want to have 6-figure plus, you want to make 6-figure plus a year, or have 6-figure plus months, or hit 7 figures plus in your business. And you don't say yes quickly. Wrong client. Okay, you got to think about who you want to work with. Do you want to work with people who hem and haw? It's the wrong client. They slow you down. Work with people who want to do the work. Work with people who will say yes quickly and figure it out. Okay, because they're stepping into their next, and it's really exciting to do that. Particularly when you're selling high ticket coaching consulting, one of the things you're going to find is that premium investors show up differently. They just do. Okay, and they typically are people who do say yes quicker, and they figure it out, right? They're more actionable. They do the work. Whereas people who don't have that habits of mind invest at a level they can walk away from. I hope this helps you. Number 9. You stop trying to sell, and you realize that when you only offer what you know, you become the obvious choice. So the reality is that you don't have to sell anything. You don't have to sell. You don't have to be salesy to anyone. Your clients will come to you when you create the right results, and your marketing reflects that. All right. And it's what I teach my clients how to do over and over again. I see people all the time. I have a client who just posted a really great testimonial yesterday. And Chevelle, I don't know if you've read it or not. It's in Life and Business Success. She just closed 2 deals. One was 20,000, one was 30,000. Amazing. She's had an amazing year so far. She'll hit 7 figures by the end of the year. And, the funny thing is, her ideal clients, she wrote, they all came to me. See, when you understand how to position yourself and your marketing, your background, your gifts, your talent in the right way, you're not out there fishing like everybody else in every pond, in somebody else's pond or somebody else's customers. Your clients come to you. All right. And that's a really great feeling. Okay. That's a great place to be in your business and to learn how to do business this way. And that's why I wanted to come over here and talk about it, because a lot of times we don't hear people talk about it and we don't know. And you think that, that trying to get on everybody's, how sometimes people will go to Facebook join groups with the hope that they can comment or inbox somebody to sell them something. That's all hard. I don't have time to do that. I'm not interested in doing that. I don't even like it when people inbox me to try to sell me something. It's so insincere. I share what I have, I give from my heart, and my ideal clients come directly to me and they say yes. That's it. Okay, number 10. Number 10. Okay. Oh, this is good. And you charge more. You're able to charge more, I should say, because you deliver more. So this notion, if you want to sell high ticket coaching and consulting, the reality is that you're able to charge more because you give more. You see that? So a lot of times people who are selling low ticket, they're not giving people anything of substance. So that means that someone comes, they buy your product or service, or buy their product or service, and you got nothing. It's not going to change your life. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a waste of money, right? So the reality is that high ticket coaching and consulting is so different because it allows you to be directly in front of that audience who want to solve their problems. It allows you to price and fully value the results that you bring to the table, right? And you can charge more because you can deliver more. And if you can deliver more to the clients because they're investing more, right, then they get all of you, right? Like if I worked with 10 clients and I had the opportunity to work with 10 clients and really support them in changing what they're doing in their business, the package, price, position differently. What I can do for 10 clients is amazing. Okay. Like, because it's such a small group. I want you to think about it. A lot of people are thinking about, they have dreams about having hundreds of people come to them and work with them. The reality is that it's intimacy that creates the change. And high ticket coaching and consulting allows you to build intimacy in your programs and what you're offering. All right. So that's what I have for you. I hope that you got value today. I know that you did. Now, I would like to hear one aha or one takeaway that you got as a result of being here. And I'm just going to pull up a couple of comments that I didn't see here. Janelle says, I teach real estate and now can offer the private money to go with it. Package. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So, I think that's super important. And then Kenyatta says, that's good. Work with the serious instead of the curious. Always. I would like to hear one aha or takeaway. At Peace says, thank you. I like that. I would like to hear your ahas or your takeaways. So this is a thought-provoking live. And I wanted to come on here today because a lot of you that follow me are interested in taking your knowledge and selling it at the highest level. Hey, Judith, always high value. Hey, darling, it's good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. I know that that's what you want to do. And I want to make sure that you start off the right way. Aha was your price equals the value of results. Adelaide, absolutely. Always, right? Always remember that, because that's what clients are paying you for 100%. It's that they're not paying you based on the price. The price is irrelevant. If you've got a problem and you can solve that problem for them, if they've got a problem and you solve that problem for them, then there isn't a price too great if you solve something that is a problem for me, that's keeping me up at night. All right. At Peace, right? The idea that clients will come to you, right? Absolutely. So your clients will come directly to you. Absolutely. And Kenyatta says, when I only offer what I know, I become the obvious choice. Yes, I like how you stated that. Absolutely. That's what happens. Right? So you're only selling what you know. I could teach you how to live your best life, but it's not my specialty. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I could teach you how to organize your kitchen cabinets, but guess what? It's not my specialty. Okay. So therefore, why am I teaching that? Why would I teach that? Okay. Michelle says, if they want you, they will figure it out. Always. If someone wants to work with you, they will figure it out. And if they cannot figure it out, they are not for you, okay? Because you want to work with people that get results, right? And people who want results, fight for the results they want. And that Kenyatta, okay. And I'll just reflect back on what you said, because when I only offer what I know, I become the obvious choice. Absolutely. Any other ahas or takeaways as a result of being here? I'm going to take a couple of questions also, and wanted to tell you guys something exciting. I'll post it here as well. We changed the format for the Giant Experience Conference, pretty much basically the same. However, what is exciting is that you now, when you make an investment to come to the conference, you get instant access to the course. We heard you guys. There were so many people who wrote us and said, I want to come right now. I don't want to wait 6 weeks. I want to start today. So you can. And so you sign up, get instant access to the training, and then you also get a ticket to the live event as a bonus. So that's so cool, right? So you get a ticket to the live event, and that runs 4 or 5 days. Everything else is the same, the exact same. For those of you who are like me, what are you talking about? My signature event is called the Giant Experience Conference. It's life-changing. Already the conference it's relatively young. I mean, I've only done that conference for 5 times, and the conference has done about $750,000, meaning the clients that have attended have sold over $750,000. And actually, it might be more than that, but I'm just going to always be conservative in terms of that. I'm just, that's that. You'll go on the landing page, see for yourself. And these are women who all came with an idea, wanted to package their knowledge into a high ticket offering. And I showed them over the course of a few days, and some training, some high level training, how to take their knowledge and how to package it, price it, position, and find buyers. It is a great foundation for those of you who, well, if you're just getting started, this is perfect for you. But if you've been doing it and not knowing what's missing in your coaching consulting, this is the highest level. Is definitely for you. Let me see if I can pull it up, and I'll pull it up and show you guys the, see if I can do this. Let me just pull it up. And I'll show you a couple pages here so you can see for yourself the event. It's pretty amazing. It's my signature event. And, but now the coolest part is that you actually get to come to the conference for the bonus, but you also get the live experience at the event. You also get not only the live experience at the event, but you also get instant access. So let me just show you here. This is the homepage. The focus of the event is where you'll learn how to package your knowledge into high ticket consulting, coaching, offering both on and offline. It is an immersive training and live conference, right? And I'll show you how to build a profitable business from the comfort of your home. You need to put in about 90 minutes a day, right? To do the work, to do the training. And when you sign up, you get instant, immediate, like right now, immediate 12-day access to the training. And I can tell you, you've never seen anything like it. And you also get the live coaching session via the bonus, which runs from April 19th through the 23rd. And so from the comfort of your home, you get to rewatch, rewind, and relearn. And it's pretty phenomenal. You get clear on how to package your experience, your education, expertise into a profitable business model that gives you freedom and financial security. And you learn how to price that transformation from $2,500 to $100,000 per client. Okay. And you learn how to attract investors only with your marketing, and how to set up your sales process, how to sell the way that I teach. And you get to hear from my clients more directly about what they've done to be able to build an amazing business from the comfort of their home. So it is everything you need to know. There is a full agenda here. And you get to hear from my clients, which I think is probably one of my favorite parts. Diana attended the event and within 9 weeks closed over $144,000 contract. Audra closed a $48,000 contract within 3 weeks. She's done exceptionally well, a lot more than this, hundreds of thousands of dollars as a result of working with me as well. And Um, and Kalani is amazing because she became a new author, and as a direct result of learning from my systems. So how to market her book at the highest level, get in front of our audience. So here's the deal. Here's the register page. You get immediate 12-day access. You get a 5 days of live coaching, and you don't need to have a product, because this is a question that people ask us all the time. Do you need a product to come? No, you do not. But I will help you get clear on how to leverage your background, your gifts, and your talent, and that no matter what, you can build a product or service that's high ticket with what you know. So this is what's included. My proprietary system. These courses you're going to learn is the elevated understanding of how to leverage your knowledge. I teach that. These are replays, so you can rewatch and rewind. They're the essentials of intellectual property from my attorney. How to market using Facebook and LinkedIn. Ads to diversify your audience by Dr. Dan. Pitching Better Brand Stories by Rashada Pratt, a former television producer. She's amazing and a client. And it's all about sales, how to attract only clients who can pay for your premium products and services. I teach that, and how to close during your sales process. You get our implementation guide that guides you literally through the whole process. So you get access to this part right away, instantly, right, for 12 days. But it doesn't stop there. You also get a ticket, a bonus ticket for 5-day access to the live event. And the themes for each night are packaging your services at the highest level, pricing your transformation step by step, positioning yourself in the market as the obvious choice, finding buyers in any market, even during COVID. And then there's a closing circle. And so it's pretty powerful. A lot of value you get. Tickets only $15.97. And I encourage you, for those of you who are here, before I flip off, to go to the testimonial page. And I am not going to spend a lot of time on this page because there's so many testimonials, but you'll have a chance to read testimonials from women who attended this event, who are clients, who so generously shared the kind of results and transformations that they've created. And it's real exciting. And just know, I can't guarantee if you come that you're going to create the same results, but I can tell you that they have. And they're sharing their stories of, as a result of working with me, the kind of results and transformations that they've been able to create. And, you know, some is media, some is speaking, some it's high ticket coaching, consulting. Some it's changing their model to build a business that's time rich. Some it's learning how to sell when they didn't know how to sell. And so on this page, you'll be able to see for yourself if these are the kind of results that you're interested in, right? Like, it just goes on and on and on. So you'll be able to see for yourself, okay? And read for yourself, okay? So I promised you that I would open the floor to answer questions. So I'm going to do that. And are there any questions? Are there any questions on the floor? Okay, Rosa is here. Hey, Rosa, what if you undersold yourself for so long that you are not confident that high-paying clients will pay for what you have to offer? How do you regain your confidence? It's a great question. I love it. So the thing that I recommend is, you know, the first sale is you. Okay, so this is what we all must know, right? So if someone says yes to buying or investing in you, right, you are the first investment. So remember that if you don't believe that they will pay you, then that's the way you're going to communicate to your ideal customer. So do that work on the inner game. Read the book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. It's a really great book to help you re-script the self-conscious, begin to do some work on your own beliefs about yourself and your own value. Number one, read the book, Success Principles by Jack Canfield. An amazing book. And it's one of my favorite ones. Very easy, quick read. It's a big book, but it's not like, you don't read it like a novel. You just kind of read it, take the tips and move on and implement them. When you want to make an outer change, a lot of times you have to make an inner change, you know, and I see this a lot, Rosa, with people who, you know that what you have has value, but it scares you to stand in your value. So just start working on that inner game, your affirmations, using what to say when you talk to yourself by Dr. Shed Helmstetter. Really, really a phenomenal resource. It's a great book that I get a lot of my clients to read, because I read a lot, so that I can always understand what my value is, and not see my value be or have my value be determined from the outside in, right? Like asking someone, do you think, what I'm offering is worth it, right? Because someone's only going to advise you based on what they're doing, right? Or what their own belief systems are. It's not really based on truth. The truth is that your value is an inner game. Value is an inner game. Okay. So, okay. Are there any other questions or comments? Any other questions or comments? Did you guys get value being here today? All right. I just want you to know it was great for me. And you're such an amazing, amazing audience. If you got value, if you're watching the replay, which I know many of you guys will catch me that way, be sure to like this post, leave a comment, and to share it with someone that you know this can support 100%. All right. I'll take one more question. If there's another question, I'll take it. I'm happy to do so. And then I'm going to pop off. I want you to know that you are amazing, and that you are enough, right? And that the ideas that you have, they aren't just something that's not possible for you. They're absolutely possible for you. Okay, so just know that. I know that there's a new comment, but I can't see it. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I see it. There you are, Rosa. You're welcome. She says, thank you, Mia. Awesome. Okay. All right. So I want to thank you for your time today. I appreciate you for being here. You are enough, okay? You can stand in your value. You can package what you're doing at the highest level. Your ideal clients will come to you when you position only the results, okay? All right. I love you guys. Have a great and amazing night. Lori is in the house. Hey, Lori. I appreciate you. Talk to you soon. Bye.